Hey, hey guys, how you going? Hope you're doing well today. Today I want to talk about manifesting, and this is how I see it. And again, I see everything in pictures, so I'm going to go with my board again. But this is how I see manifesting, and hopefully it'll give you some clarity on how we do it, how things are manifested, and also how things can go wrong with our manifesting. So I'm going to start off by saying that everything in the universe is comes from consciousness. So we call it consciousness as a concept, or whatever that is beyond the mind. But let's just say consciousness is universal. That is God. That is the start of everything. Um, and layered on top of consciousness is energy. So everything in the universe is energy. There's 99.999% of anything is energy, and the other 0.001 or whatever percentage we want to call it is matter, is electrons and neutrons and whatever. But most of everything is energy. Um, so how we manifest is to drop back, and this is through meditation or whatever, is to drop back into consciousness. So this is to step out of who you are as a human and get back into consciousness. So to sit deep within yourself with your eyes closed is to really drop in to just being conscious, just rest in being conscious. And that is the true identity of who you are. That is the essence that gives life to everything, gives life to the universe. So when we rest back into that and just be that, just be conscious, we can then start to feel energy, and we can start to perceive energy in our body. We can perceive it just through our consciousness, that we can feel this energy and get a feel for this energy that is everything. And then from that place we can start to dream. We are creators, we are here to create, and that's what the universe is, a creation out of consciousness. So once we are conscious, we can visualize the energy, that everything is energy. You can almost close your eyes and begin to paint or move energy into form and form a vision in your mind. Um, so that's when we vision in our mind, and that is a representation of what we are trying to create. And when we try to create that, the minute you envision something, it's already created in the universe. That vision is held in consciousness. Um, so then what we need to do is work that vision, work the energy into that vision in consciousness, and we hold it in consciousness in our mind as an image, as a picture, as a representation. And then we want to, with our consciousness, flow that energy into reality. So how do we flow that energy into reality? Well, our consciousness is projected into our body. This is the vehicle that we have. This is the vessel. This is the construction apparatus we have for manifesting in the 3D world. So our consciousness visualizes this energy into a visual form and flows through our body as energy. That's what emotion is. So when we have a vision for something and then flow energy into it, that is emotion, energy in motion. And when we have a really strong vision of what we have held in our consciousness that we want to manifest, and we feel like that we've put a lot of energy into that, and it feels great because when we're dreaming, we feel like that is possible, that's going to happen for us, and we feel that emotionally in the body. That is that surge of energy starting to flow through us, coming into manifestation. Now the key is to hold that energy, is to keep flowing that energy through our body. But this is where the trap is, and this is where we all struggle to manifest, is that to get through our body and into where we can move matter through that vision, is our mental filters, that energy that has to come through our mental filters. And when our mind is untrained and doesn't know what that energy is, It passes through all the mental filters, and when we don't know who we are, and we don't know how to change our mental filters, those mental filters are what block our vision. So we can vision that we want this in our life, whatever that is in our life, and we feel it emotionally in the body when we're dreaming, and then that starts to pass through our body, but then it goes through the mental filters, and that's where all the blocks are. That's where you're saying, well, that's not going to happen for you, or that's never happened for anyone in our family, or my wife's not going to approve of that, my husband's not going to approve of that. You can see what I mean. It goes through these negative filters, and that's how we suppress that energy back down. We actually are not letting that energy flow through. And when we let that energy flow through, that's what passion is. When you're following your heart, when you're following this vision, and you've changed your mental filters to allow your vision to come to fruition, that now is when we have the energy to physically manifest things in the world. We can take the action required, whether that's going out and talking to the right person, or building something, or using our hands. That is the energy that we are allowing to flow through our body. That's why when you feel energy sometimes, and you feel like you've got a lot of energy for doing what you're doing, you've allowed your mental filters to open your heart and let that energy flow through, and then you manifest very quickly what it is that you want. But for most of us, we have the vision and the energy come through, but we block it with our mind, and we'll only let certain things happen based on whether they've met our conditions of who we think we are. And that generally only lets a small amount of energy through, and that's why we can only manifest a small amount of things, or limited things in our life, because anything in life is just energy. So it's how much energy you're going to let flow from your consciousness through your vision, through your body, through your person. How much of that mental filters are you going to let that energy flow through into manifesting what you want in this lifetime? So again, the work on the spiritual path, or the personal growth path, is not to worry about manifesting out here first. It's to become conscious, see who you are, see the power of who you really are, come up with a vision that is compelling for you, and then the work is to work on these mental filters, is to know that anything you can vision can come through if you let it. There is only one person or one thing in the way of you stopping anything manifesting in this world, and that is you. You are the only one. You are the only one with those mental filters blocking whatever it is that you are trying to manifest with your heart, with your soul, with your consciousness. So hopefully that gives you a representation of how to manifest in this life, and that's where all the work is. That's where we need to get rid of the mental filters that are not serving us, that are not allowing this energy and this vision to flow through. And it really is critical to understand, if you want to manifest what you really want in this lifetime, what you're really capable of, and what you're really here to do as a creator being, is to understand this, is to understand that this body is your vehicle for manifesting in the world, and these thoughts and filters in your mind is what is basically the tap that's turning the energy on and off. There is an abundant source of energy here to flow through into manifesting whatever you can create in your vision, but it's these mental blocks that are stopping you manifesting what it is you want to manifest in the world. And again, it's not easy to do this work, especially initially when we're learning to master ourselves in this lifetime and master who we really are. But if we spend all the time out in the world trying to manifest with the same filters we have, with the same mental conditions, life's going to progress pretty slowly for us. We're not really going to get to manifest what it is that we really want. We're trying to push matter with matter, which doesn't work. It's best to use energy to push manifestation into reality, but to get that energy through, it's working on the mental filters to be able to allow the energy to flow through. So hopefully that serves you guys, and gives you a better picture on how we manifest and who you really are, that you are the consciousness, you are the universe, you are God incarnated here to create in this 3D reality. So I'll leave it there, guys. Feel free to hit me up if there's any questions or you want me to explain anything further, or yeah, just want to say hi. I'll chat to you guys later. See ya.